to Total Conquest 2.0. There are a number of different factions, and as you can see, just about every single one of the factions is actually unlocked here. Obviously, I am going to take Rome. The reason being, I want to see how Rome progresses, how the Senate is built, and whether or not we can achieve total power. We're going to start with medium campaign difficulty, medium battle difficulty, and let's jump into the game.
Gods. I hate Gauls. My grandfather hated them too, even before they put out his eyes. Did you think I'd be out here on the frontier without good reason? Yes, Rome needs a strong frontier. No, Rome doesn't need unwashed barbarians at her gates. So, that's why I'm here, the leader of the Julii, to bring Roman order to stinking Gauls. Revenge? That'd be good too. This war against the Gauls won't last long. And when it's done, I've got plans. This is all about power. Power in Rome. Going down that road means dealing with all my rivals. The Senate, the Greeks, those Carthaginian elephant riders, the Scipii and the Brutii families too. After all, the man who controls Rome rules the world. And one day, I will be emperor.
Oh, wow. I love it already. I love it already. So you can see right away, even the starting screen of this mod is very different. You're given the information that you're actually a consul of the Republic of Rome. Essentially, you are... Well, I'm not going to explain Roman politics here, but in the Senate, we've got 2 consuls. We're one of those consuls, and this game represents that pretty well. Every character in the Republic is aligned to one of the parties, Boni or Populares. And we can actually check our allegiance, as well as how our family is doing overall. Let's take a look at that right now, as a matter of fact. The faction summary. And if you take a look, let's see if we can find it up here. There's a separate Senate list. This may be it right here. Nonetheless, the faction character screen is so improved here. We can just go through all of our different factions. And you can see here the supporter of Optimatis. So actually our faction leader is a supporter of the Optimatis, and our faction heir is a supporter of the Populares. So this is something definitely to keep in mind and to remember as we move forward, because we're going to have to play these allegiances off against one another. So let's get started. Now the current mission is to get a trade agreement with the Magonid dynasty. Let's take a look here and see if we have any diplomats. I don't see any on the screen now, which I guess probably means we need to go ahead and purchase him. Let's go to Roma here. And it looks like there's a governor, a separate governor system, if I'm not mistaken. Look at that, guys. So this is actually just showing our armies. Let's go ahead and see, can we get that diplomat? Yes, we can. So we'll go ahead and grab the diplomat. We can also retrain some units. Why not? Let's retrain those. And next, I'm going to have us purchase the... Nope, Town Watch is pretty awful. Velites are pretty awful. The early Hastati look like proper Hastati. So we're going to go ahead and get some of those. I believe we've also got some early Principes. So let's do that as well. Get some Principe units. Obviously, I want to buy units over time here, but I want to just kind of wait a bit. We've got the army here of our faction leader, and we could start attacking the Etruscan League right away, but they are actually an ally. As you know, the Romans have some tribes which they call their friends, some tribes which they call their enemies, and these guys are our buddies, but that might change. Now let's go ahead and attack the enemy here at Tarentum, the Epirus of Epirus army. This definitely seems like a pretty tough group. I wonder if we can bust through. Well, here we go, guys. Vibius Julius, one of the sons of our faction leader, against Pirus of Epirus. And with no cavalry, I think it's going to be difficult to win this fight. We are facing Levi pikemen, hoplites, etc. Let's get into it, boys, and wish us the best of luck.
Enemies today. The Brutii are Romans, and they are just men, not gods. they can't be killed. And draw strength from this fact. The enemy are so loathed that no ally can be found to support them. This army is fully 1/4 of all our warriors. Imagine how we look to our enemies and take heart from that thought. Our people expect great things of us, and we are the men to do great things.
And I'm actually going to have Vibius, slowly going to be training him up to be the next faction leader. We do indeed have some some cavalry, but the enemy has elephants, which is, of course, a lot more terrifying than what we have. Well, we're going to let them come at us with their hoplites. There's not really much I'm going to do here. Just want to take a look at these units. Look how beautiful that is, man. We've also got our own Triarii units. Really love the look of these guys. Alright, we got to make it happen now. Now or never. Let's do it, boys. It's going to come down, I'm pretty sure it's going to come down to the cavalry. And not even sure we're going to be able to use this the way I expected. It looks like we've got some enemy cavalry over there. Not just the elephants, but some proper cavalry. And actually, we can put that into slow motion to improve our odds. I'm trying to get the enemy stuck in over here and then get these other 2 units, or 3 units, to focus entirely on flanking them. Here we go. Get them, boys. Do what we have to do. Anything to take out the enemy there, and let's go ahead and get the action started. Oh, you bastards. Let's get these light cavalry. Let's hope they're light cavalry. And I'm sending Vibius right into the action. That's right, man. He's getting his hands dirty, too. Now let's see if we can flank the Epiran army. Is it the Epirans? Over here? Actually, just charge into the poltiics, and we'll already be behind them. And now, I'm simply going to go ahead, dive right into the general's bodyguard unit over here. Let's do it. And I'll also make sure to take our infantry and roll right over them. That was fast! Come on, boys! Send these phalanxes to hell! Did not focus the attack there fully. We should have charged in with the rest of those units, but I'm hoping that this is going to be sufficient. And of course, I'm going to continue the flank attack here. We've got to be very careful with the general. Go ahead and rally up the men. Hopefully this is sufficient. Oh no, Vibius is down! And of course that's going to happen. Well, hopefully we can still pull this one out of the water. The enemy general's not looking great either, and we've got them more or less surrounded. Let's see if we could keep that going. But unfortunately, I think with a loss of a general like that, it's pretty tough to come out with a victory. Come on, come on. Fear not, boys. Vibius simply wasn't made to make it out, perhaps. We'll just have to keep on fighting. I'm not stopping here. Even if we have to come back with another army to destroy Epirus, that's exactly what we'll do. Come on, boys. Get them! Send the Hastati down. Send these Hastati to go ahead and catch that group there. But again, I think the battle is lost. Maybe even with Vibius, we could have still lost this fight. Get in there, swords out, and yes, Velitis are trained to fight in close combat. They might not be as good as their Hastati compatriots, but they're gonna do the best they can. And right now, the best they can do is try to reduce the enemy's numbers. If we can't win the fight, we can at least make it a little bit easier on the next army. We should be able, if we could get a flank attack here, we could almost get a victory. Get them, boys! We're gonna go for the enemy general. I think that's really our only hope, is killing the general's bodyguard here. Because as you can see, he's going for that flank attack. The same flank attack we were trying to get. Come on, boys! Get that general! Kill the general, boys, for Rome! Oh, he's trying to get away! He is trying to get away! This bastard! Still gonna keep my focus. Then he's sending in his elephants. And actually, his elephants are hurting his own men, so I'm not, not entirely upset about this situation. So close. Let's take a look at least at the body count, man. That is one ferocious body count. Look at that. Just brutal.
Our enemies have won this battle.
A decent fight. I'll take it. I'll take it. And again, it's been a long time since we've done some good old-fashioned Rome. In fact, I'm not even sure if we ever did the original Rome. A little too old school even for this so this is kind of the first time we've touched upon it in a while. Come on, come on. Alright, no worries. That's what we've got Flavius for. Sending Flavius to the south. We've got Julianus Scipio here, and what I'd like to do is outfit his army so that we've got essentially one younger general that can still carry the torch. The other option is to send Placcus out here. Now, the really cool thing about this mod is that it's quite similar to Crusader Kings 2. Yes, I said it. Crusader Kings 2 and 3. Because much like regular Rome Total War, but even more so, in this particular mod, just being a governor of a town helps you to gain certain traits that you need, specifically management traits. So Placcus here, he actually needs management traits. Right now, he's better off actually governing Rome than doing anything else, because we want to push those management traits up. So I'm going to go ahead and allow him to keep doing that. I am going to hire some mercenaries over here. I think those are Illyrians. No, Samnites. Fair enough, fair enough. And over here in the town of Capua, I'm going to try to go ahead and purchase some additional units. Although it looks like the recruitment ability is not there. Is it? No, we're not out of cash. I see. Okay. It's over here on the right side. So they even treat the actual town settlement differently here. Now, of course, the buildings look fairly the same, but we see there's like an actual civilization rating for each town. That's kind of cool. All right. Well, here in Rome, we are already... I thought we were hiring some troops. Yes, we are hiring some troops down here. So in Capua, I guess all we can hire in Capua are peasants. Yeah, not really worth it, if you ask me. It also looks like the army that just got defeated has fallen back to Cannae. And if this is anything like old Rome, we might be able to just merge some of these guys together. Oh, no. I think I know what I have to do. Didn't we have to click 2 buttons? Yep, merge selected units. So we're going to add this to the army of our lead general once he gets down here. Let's go ahead and end the turn. So the Brennans have been forced to flee. As a consul of the Republic, and we already got this message, and of course the death of Vibius Brutus. We're going to burn that message in the fire. It's not worth anything to us right now. The Etruscans are also getting there on their borders, and I don't exactly like that. But look at that. There's a separate screen to represent it looking. The Magonid dynasty. So again, we need to try and get a trade agreement over here. All we need to do is send over a diplomat. I believe we had one in Rome, and yes, we do. Look at that. So I'm going to try to get him over here. It's going to be a little bit of a travel, a little bit of a trip, but hopefully he will make it over. And actually, first, we've got some rebels we might need to go ahead and take on, so let's do that as we head southeast to take on this army. I can also grab some of the existing units here. I'm going to start sending them into Capua, and hopefully once we defeat that rebel army, we can add some additional units here to Flavius's army. Again, simply going to end the turn there. Not much we can do in this turn. And we've already got, I believe, some Egyptians attacking us. Certainly Sicilians. Well, they're in Sicily, but I'm not actually sure if those are Sicilians or proper Egyptians coming over, and I think that's a possibility. So now we're trying to obtain the surrender of Epirus. This is, of course, the heel of the boot of Rome, and we definitely want to take it. I'm going to go ahead and hit that rebel unit. Just going to get a quick kill here. There's no real need to actually fight that one out. Alright, guys. Flavius continues forward. But I'm taking a look at Cannae, and specifically at Capua, and I'm trying to determine, is it worth maybe getting one of those younger generals involved? That's something we might want to do. Because, of course, in this game, all of the generals have a certain life expectancy, and they will, you know, die of old age. So we want to make sure that doesn't happen to us, if we can help it. And I think one option is to bring Julianus Scipio up here. Now, the thing is, though, this may or may not be a good idea. Because from my understanding, and maybe somebody can correct me, in this game, you want to make sure that the Julii family, which is the family you're role-playing as, is the one that makes it into these positions. But we can still make him a really good general. So for now, I am going to send him over there. I'm hoping we can get him in maybe next turn. Go ahead and merge him and wipe out Epirus once and for all. Alright, it looks like the mission has been canceled from the Senate. Pretty standard stuff. When has the Senate not canceled a mission during a standard Total War game? That seems to happen pretty frequently. So here we go. Some additional information from the Senate. No, I think that's going to be about it. And we've hopefully got the army that we need to take out this final enemy on the Roman peninsula. Of course, there's still plenty of enemies of Rome, but I want to make sure that we take this one out. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to leave Vibius here. Because I want to go ahead and have Julianus win this fight. We might have to attack the enemy next turn.
Your Honor, I will address them at once. Moves depleted, sir.
Come on. Here we go.
Orders. March.
What in the world? There we go. Alright, let's see if we have better luck now, guys. Julianus Scipio against Captain Zagreus. Can only hope so.
Brave warriors! I have won great renown through leading men to victory. I see no reason to change the habits of a lifetime today.
Those overly proud Romans over there are the Brutii. They think they are our equals, our enemies. I think they are dead men. They have been whipped to the battlefield like cattle for slaughter. We outnumber them comfortably, but that should not be seen as an excuse not to fight hard. Why let your brother carry your burden?
Is it just me, or is our current general a much better orator than his brother? Let's hope so. Nonetheless, of course, it's going to be our responsibility to take this army out. I'm just going to push them forward, try to approach from two different angles if at all possible. We don't have that benefit of cavalry, although we can use the general for cavalry, though I don't want to do it like we did last time and completely lose our general. I genuinely wasn't trying to charge directly into them, but I think it sort of turned out that way. So here we go. So just with the archers and any velites that I have, I'm just going to go ahead and pepper the enemy. And let's start moving forward with our early Triarii first. Over time, I am going to bring the rest in and just kind of try to completely envelop the enemy here. Let's go. And we'll keep on pushing through with this one, trying to get right to the units there in the back. Here we go, Triarii. And I'm going to actually charge for those center units because they seem very weak. Not to mention, we could probably overrun them. And I'm just going to keep our general behind these guys right here. Julianus. Julianus, get behind your men. Why does Julianus have a completely surprised and shocked look on his face? Julianus is shocked you guys have not hit that like button yet. So make sure to hit the like button. And maybe next game his expression will be a little bit different here. Man, I'm mostly worried about those elephants. I feel like we could probably cut through the rest of the enemy, especially here. Let's make sure that's a flank attack. But as for the elephants, I'm not sure. I think we'll probably have to throw the Triarii on them. Oh, no, the elephants are coming for my men. No, 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 they're coming for my general. That I really don't need. Let's focus our missile fire there on them. And it looks like the infantry is running. Their infantry is running. Ours is being attacked by elephants. Let's go ahead and try to charge. I'm just going to get a quick attack with Vibius and get out of there quickly. Go ahead and rally as well. Alright, let's back up with Vibius. Excuse me, with Julius. Yes! This time we got the lucky shot. That's what I'm talking about, folks. So let's go ahead and just grab whoever we can here. I believe that is a complete victory. And this was just some captain. We had already killed the actual faction leader, I guess, in the previous turn, or in the previous battle, but we did not actually manage to wipe the army out. Let's get rid of these missile units. I think that's about all they have. However, I definitely don't want Epirus to have additional troops at their faction capital. That would, of course, be a bit of a problem for us later on. So I am going to rush after them, just to try and get as many kills as possible. Get the Levy pikemen. And there we go, guys. We can end the turn comfortably. We could have, of course, overrun the rest of the men, but we're going to have to besiege the heel of Rome under our control. Julianus should unlock some additional abilities. We'll see if that happens. So let's take a look there. He's got excellent command. So it does seem here that he's a good commander, a natural-born general. He's also a political animal, and he's loyal to the Optimates faction. Now, the reason this stuff is important is we want to be able to increase the traits that aren't so good for this guy. So what I might do with Julianus here soon, should you guys choose to continue this series, is I'm going to have him administrate settlements. It also looks like we did get some enemies through to Cosentia, but for now I'm actually going for their faction capital to get a kill. And it looks like these are the Syracusians, so they are indeed original Sicilians coming to attack us. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this look at a very interesting modification. If you want to see more, like and comment on this video. Also, make sure to subscribe if you enjoy strategy games in general. And a special thanks to all of our channel members, those of you that actually pay money to have a membership on this channel. If you want to join today, it's a mere $3. Just hit that join button, and you're really helping me out. Thank you so much, guys. Take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.